Morning, gang. I'm sorry if you feel that I've been out of commission a little bit. I have, and maybe you haven't had enough knowledge going into the exam in terms of your mark and where you're at. One of the disadvantages of not really having end dates or a due date is that you can accept everything up until the final bell. So, right now I'm accepting assignments that can go all the way back to Unit 1. And obviously, there was a long time period there where I was accepting assignments all the way back to Unit 4. So it's pretty hard to compute your mark for each unit when I'm constantly having to go back and mark assignments that are still coming in. So I guess that's the first thing. But by all means, that shouldn't have any effect on the quality and diligence that you pay to your work. The problem is just for me is getting caught up. So, for example, I am marking some things that came in 2 weeks ago. Usually, I like to be about, as I said, a week behind, but I find I'm 2 weeks behind. Anyway, in terms of your exam, I know that oftentimes teachers give reviews. For me, when I teach a course, especially something like this, I don't give you anything that I don't feel is important. I never fluff it or buff it, whatever you want to call it. You know that I've taken some assignments out, be it because it's redundant or be it because I felt that the material really wasn't important. So if it's not important, I don't give it to you. So in terms of an exam review, it's really everything that we've done. Unit 1 and Unit 2, as I said, you may want to read it over, but there's really nothing that you need to study. There are definitely terms and principles and some things that you're going to need to know from Unit 3 on, be it, the different planes or axes of movement, be it the different muscles, the different types of bones. Yeah, that kind of stuff you have to commit to memory. So I really don't believe in reviews. It's because I don't believe in ever teaching you or giving you anything that is just fill. So teachers that give reviews, I don't know if it's because they don't feel certain things are important. I wouldn't have done it in the first place. Okay? Here's the other thing. How many tests have you guys had? Okay? Really one. Everything that you've done is assignment based. If I gave you a review, it's almost like you're doing another assignment. So I don't want to give you another assignment, just like I didn't want to give you another assignment for your RST, right? Your RST is basically looking over your assignments and seeing which one is the most pertinent, most significant, the one that spoke to you most, just in terms of, exercise science or in terms of something that you thoroughly enjoyed. So look over your assignments, read your material from the different units that you did, and you should be fine. And I know some of you are writing tomorrow, but if you did your work, you've already studied. It's just going back over and saying, oh yeah, I remember doing that, or I remember, reading about this. There's nothing new. There's nothing too difficult. I've thrown a bone at you at the very end anyway. If you've done your work and you've done your assignments, you should do well. If you haven't done your work and haven't done your assignments, then yeah, you're behind the 8 ball. Okay? My plan, although my daughter has made it clear to me that she needs a break from studying exams, so I have to take her kayaking today around 3 o'clock. But my plan is to get all the outstanding assignments marked today. I don't care how long it takes me. And then starting tomorrow, I will look at your RSTs. That's my plan. Okay. And after I mark your RSTs, then I can see where you're at out of, I guess, 80%. I know some of you like knowing your mark going into the exam, but I think most of you will have a pretty good idea anyway where you stand. And again, whether you know your mark or not, it shouldn't affect how hard or I guess how little you study. Um, so that's my movie. Uh, Listen, I don't know if I'm going to get to see you or talk to you or interact with you again. Um, I really like this course because, as I've said to some of my colleagues, teach some of the best kids going. I don't get to have them in front of me, but the student athlete to me has the most potential to be one of the most well-rounded, uh, young person going. So it is a lot of marking, but I'm going to stick with it because even though it's online, I get to know you. I get to, like I said, you're some of the best kids going. So who wouldn't want, as a teacher, to see or to connect with some of those kids? So good luck. Good luck in your life. Good luck this summer. I know there's some big changes for you grade 12s happening, and I wish you well. And some of these principles and things that you've learned, put them to good use in your life. You know the benefits of physical activity for your mind, for your health, for going forward. So don't forget about that. Okay? Keep that balance going in your life. All work and no play makes Jack and Jill a dull boy. So don't be dull. Don't be down. You know what you need to do. And I wish you well. Okay? I look forward to, well, maybe I don't look forward to being treated by some of you doctors, nurses, and physiotherapists in the future, but it'll be really neat if I do. Okay, you're going to need to take care of me as you get older. Okay, so anyway, 7:40. That's long enough. Okay, good luck.